A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to Islamic Jurisprudence, a new episode in a brand new series of MTA where we delve deeper into the what and whys of a Muslim's life in day-to-day society. In the previous episode, we looked at the philosophy of fiqh, the philosophy of jurisprudence, where it came from, where it originated from, and how it developed into the situation where we have today, and how we incorporate the guidance taken by the divinely guided Khulafa and the promised Messiah ﷺ to ensure that we live a high quality of life and making sure we understand why we do what we do as Muslims. Today on the panel with us we have Shahzad Ahmed Saab and Kashif Virk Saab, again both missionaries of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community. And today's show will be looking at Salat, and in particular the prerequisites of Salat. What do we need to do when going in for what is often described as the most fundamental pillar within the belief or the religion of Islam? Let's take a little look.
Life in modern-day society can be both hectic and challenging. Many illnesses such as depression and anxiety have been shown to be associated with our overly stressful lifestyles and challenging environment. As Muslims, we believe that Allah the Almighty has laid down practices for us with a strong wisdom, practices which, if we act on, ultimately lead to a betterment in our own lives. By examining and exploring different Islamic practices and speaking about their needs and benefits, we can not only begin to comprehend their underlying wisdom, but also start to truly benefit from them. The most important practice within Islam, in its many and varying forms, is the worship of God. In our daily lives, Salat is a practice we are enjoined to repeat many times. This form of worship entails a physical and spiritual ablution, different bodily postures, and the recitation of prayers. But what are the matters we need to know about Salat before we can truly appreciate its purpose? Why do we perform the prayer? What are its benefits, and what are the distinctive features within the Islamic prayer that make it unique from other forms of worship? The Holy Quran alludes to the vital nature of the prayer for a content and peaceful life, where it states that surely it is in the remembrance of Allah that the hearts find comfort. In order to understand this fundamental philosophy, it is imperative to study the elaborations and teachings of the Imam of the age, the promised Messiah ﷺ, and also the words of his divinely guided Khulafa. Alongside this, God has spread many other sources of information in light of modern science, which shine further light on the innumerable positives of prayer, including the medical, social, and communal benefits. In a famous hadith, the Holy Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, likened the prayer to a man living near a flowing river, wherein he bathes 5 times a day. The Prophet explained that it was impossible for any impurity to remain on his body, and such was also the case of a believer who performs the prayers 5 times a day, purifying him of all his sins. Salat is thus a fundamental and integral part of our faith, and a process which has a fundamental effect on our everyday lives.